So basically in the last episode I pretty much did the Cursed Forest and Necromancer's Palace. Now the one reason why I needed to do Necromancer's Palace was because it would open up the Golden Cloud Mountains, so I can start trying to get the tier 120 weapons. So, and as you know, I had a massive chance of actually dying while I was in the Necromancer's Palace doing it for the first time. And one of the reasons for that is because I forgot all about agility. Now, agility can be really helpful, but most of the time, I like to not die. And one of the main things of not dying in this game is basically just not doing combat at all. So my agility obstacles were more conducive to non-combat slash resource preservation, but because I'm trying to get 100% completion, I can't avoid combat forever. So I've decided that if I'm going to switch them over, because they're so expensive in terms of resources, that I would have to stay with the combat agility obstacles until I finish combat completely. That means I needed to go into Golden Cloud Mountain, get all the weapons from there. Then I had to switch over to the Millennial Gate, get every single piece of gear there, go back into Slayer monsters that I haven't done, plus get Slayer items that I haven't got, then go over to the dungeons and basically get Necromancer's Palace and also Lair of the Spider Queen pet, and then return back and do basically Guardian of the Herald 100 times, because I've also been trying to do all of the township tasks that has to do with combat, because I need to do all combat before switching back over. Again, it's very expensive, and yes, there is a mod that actually kind of makes the agility obstacles cost obsolete, but I don't really want to do that. I do have ETA, which is a quality of life. I do have quick shards, which again is quality of life, and I also do have Can I Idle This, but ever since going into the Golden Cloud Mountain, it says that I'm going to die even though I know I'm not. So it's very unreliable at this moment. So but apart from those, I don't want anything that makes things a little bit easier for me, because anyone who doesn't want to use that can actually see this and go, well, she can do it, so can I. But anyone who is using the mod for it, then, you know, I actually envy you, because I've been ahhing about getting it, and I'm like, no, don't, no. Oh gosh. But yeah, so that's kind of what I have been doing. Now the only thing that I have left is Throne of the Herald, and that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to try and go through that. This is kind of scary for me, but basically my agility obstacles is rope swing, balance beam, pipe climb, coalstones, cliff balance, rocky waters, boulder trap, raft building, ice jump, ocean rafting, pipe maze, rune crawl, rope trap, freezing climb, and then freezing rafting, with the 2 pillars being of combat. So those are what I'm doing right now. Now we're going to go into the Throne of the Herald. So first thing first, I think it's going to be magic first. So this is kind of my setup right now. I'm using the Battleborn and Divination. I'm going to be using those in each style. So I'm going to use Battleborn and then whatever style. So it'll be Avidity will be for ranged, and Valor would be for melee. As for my spellbook, I am using Despair Curse. I'm also using Slicing Maelstrom as my archaic magic, and I'm using Surge 2 as well. Yeah. And I'm also using damage reduction. So that's what I'm using. I'm also using, oh gosh, there's probably something better I can use here, but like, But I'm using the Valorian Disaster helmet and basically all of the Valorian Disaster gear. I'm using a Wasteful Ring. I'm using Spectre and Occultist for every single... I think I might be doing that for every single phase. I don't know, maybe. Fury of the Elemental Zodiac, Palladium Runestone Ring, and I'm using Infernal Cape. So that's where I am currently on this, and I'm using Mystic Sharks perfect versions. Now we're going to go in to Throne of the Herald. So it's so exciting. You must purchase. Right. Okay, so that's something I didn't do. So we're going to go to Slayer, we're going to unlock, and then we're going to go in. So we're going to start. Now, for each phase, from what I can tell... oh, and I'm using the Volume Shield. So from each phase, what I can tell is that it always stops after that phase. So if I complete phase 1, it will stop, and then you can deal with phase 2, which is great. So we're just going to quickly just go through here. Now the problem is it's going to take a little bit of a while. Sometimes you go through really quickly and sometimes you don't. So now it does have some stuff where you have to switch your style, but personally I'm not going to do that because honestly there's a chance of dying. Now the first two phases aren't that bad because you can just idle it. It may take you a while to do. You may just sit here just kind of like twiddling your thumbs and toes, but basically you just let it do its own little things. Sometimes it takes millennia, sometimes it doesn't. As long as you have the resources to just keep like that, then you're somewhat fine. So as you can see, my hands are here. It's just the third phase that's going to be the issue. I will go through the second phase with you guys once I kill it. Again, it's slow. Come on. No. Don't heal. I hate it when it heals and I'm like, I'm so close. Okay, so that phase is done. We're on the second phase and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so basically I've just switched over to melee, and basically what I have is this. So basically I'm using the Valorian Protector for everything apart from the body, which I'm using the Ward of Flame plate body. I'm using the Leviathan Shield, I'm using the Blood Ring on my actual ring, and then I'm using Voodoo Trinket on my passive slot. I'm using Agile Wings and I'm using Wheatstone along with Spectra and Occultist. Now, because I'm using the Voodoo Trinket, I can actually put a curse on the other guy. So I pretty much switched to the spellbook. I'm using the Despair whilst using melee. Yes, I'm using Battleborn and Valor and Damage Reduction Potion 4. Now, this should be enough to actually kill this one, so I'm just going to let it go ahead and do its own little thing for a while. And yeah, let's see how well this actually does. This is all completely new to me. I'm kind of like, I've never done this before. And as I said, I got my hands here. It shows you guys that basically phase 1 and phase 2 are not anything to worry about. It's just phase 3 because there's one single thing that he does that can pretty much trip you up excessively, and if you're not paying attention, you can die. And the problem is that sometimes it takes a long time. So you could be in there for like 5 minutes and do it in 5 minutes, but if your RNG is bad or stuff and you can't tend to hit him, it takes a whole lot longer. I know someone who did it for about half an hour, and they ended up dying because they were like, you know, screw this, I'm gonna start again. And luckily enough, he didn't lose anything. So yeah, I always thought that you always lost a piece of equipment if you died. Apparently you don't, which is nice to know. I mean, you lose your thingy if you're in hardcore. I don't know whether if you do hardcore you can die on this one. Maybe not, but who knows. Yeah, there's not much else I can actually say. Oh gosh. Okay. As I said, it's just a waiting game on the first two, and then it's gonna be a pain. Oh god. Like, it didn't take that long to do the first phase or the second phase. Well, almost got it down on the second phase. The only issue I'm gonna have is that what's the betting on the third phase? It takes way too long. And it's going to be ranged, and the weapon I have for range is very slow. Oh god. Yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on. Just stop sleeping. Yes! Okay. Which one is it? Okay, this one. Sealed Fate. Destroy the target if their current hit points are under 90%. This cannot miss, and as you can see, a maximum hit of way more than my hit points are ever supposed to do. So the idea is that whenever it's about to do Sealed Fate, you heal to full. If you don't heal to full, you will die, and that's why most people die, is because it's I think it's about a 1 second attack. So you have to be like quick on the ball for it. And also, if it drags on, your concentration is basically just robbed. So hopefully it doesn't drag on. I'm going to switch over to my range gear, and I'll pretty much show you guys what I'm using, and then we'll go in and do Herald. Okay. I think I'm almost ready. I am not looking forward to this at all. So I am basically using the Valorian Watcher gear on pretty much everything. I'm using the Palladium Orica ring for plus 4% damage reduction while fighting a magic enemy. I'm using Spectral and the Occultist to give me evasion equal to half his DR. I don't think that even... I don't think it really matters, sort of thing. Mostly because of Sealed Fate is just meh. I'm using a Prayer Scroll. I'm using Zephite Bolts, the Featherstorm Crossbow, the Allure Amulet. I'm using the Voodoo Trinket. I've done exactly the same thing as what I did with my melee. I have put Despair on so I can use curses, and the Leviathan shield as well. Damage reduction potion version 4, and I'm using the avidity as well. So this is a very slow weapon as well, so this might take a while. And what I have to do is I have to look up here when it says Sealed Fate, feed. Basically, as you can see, my Mystic Sharks feed more than actually I have in hit points, and that's kind of good because at least then I'm not multi-clicking. I just click once. Might end up still multi-clicking, but we're going to start the fight. We're going to pretty much keep an eye on that. Unison of Air and Water, that's fine. Unison of Air and Earth. Attack interval, that's fine. Again, just keep an eye on it. Sealed Fate, heal to full. Heal to full. I'm not even looking at my HP at the moment. It's just any time Sealed Fate works. Oh, it's sleeping. Okay, yeah, sleep. Shh. Using deja vu. As I said, it gets quicker. Try not to blink. Sealed fate. Heal. Jeebus. My hand is shaking. Oh, God. I'm not even looking at his HP, and I don't even know where I am, to be honest with you. Deja vu. Seal fate. Heal. Sorry if I shout sealed or fate. It's just one of the ways I can kind of keep up with it. Deja vu. Oh my god. Is it just me or is it getting quicker? Sealed of fate. Oh, come on. Again, as I says, because I'm not even looking at my HP, I'm like, well, just in case. Come on, deja vu, unison of fire, attack interval. Again, that didn't take that long. Oh my gosh. Oh god, I think I made it scarier than it actually was. It's mostly just look at where it says the attack interval. Basically up there. If it says still face, just spam click the Mystics Sharks just in case one of the clicks don't register. You can't look at your health because it goes too quickly. You can't look at his health because you're like, well, how far have I got it down? But I have Herald. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Plus 50% mastery pool XP cap. Minus 2% interval for all non-combat skills. Oh boy, I'll let you read that. Oh my god. That's all pets in the game done. That's all combat related stuff in the game done. So all it is now is I'm missing, I think, 2 items from non-combat skills, which are the ethereal arrows and the penetrative potion 4s. So I'm missing those. But everything else is just gonna be, oh my god, mastery. Oh my gosh, oh my god. That was painful. Yes. I love how, oh gosh, I'm so happy, right? You have no idea how happy I am. Oh. Yeah, do you want it? No. Let's go. I'm not going through that again. You know what, that one bad. So 100% pets done, dusted, great. Oh, and yeah. Oh my god, that's great. Monsters 100%. Items, I got 2 items left to get, and then it's just a mastery grind. Ho. Penetrative potions 4 and ethereal arrows. I can do them, not this one, but I can do that one basically almost straight away. But oh my gosh, that was, I don't even know what to say about that. But anyway, thank you so much for being on this journey. I'll probably do a couple of videos going through my mastery grind if you guys want to see that. I do want to thank Missy and Aaron for supporting me over on Patreon. I really do appreciate it. And anyone else who has been here from the very, very beginning, or you know, you come onto the game. It is a fun game to play, and I implore you to at least try it out, see what you think. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. Ta-ra.